Hey, what's up? I'm Rollercoaster Rider,
Hi, and I'm Kay.
and we're going to review an Austin Alley episode, Season 2, Episode 5, entitled Crybabies and Cologne. Uh, the show has one main plot with like a side arch,
Uh,
but what makes this show different than the other shows that premiered on Disney at the time and to a certain degree still do is that this show seems to have one main plot featuring all four.
yes. It involved all four, yes.
Mm-hmm. Basically, Trent, Trish's ex-boyfriend became a who wanted to be who pretended to be her boyfriend just so he could be Austin's backup dancer, even though he
Yep.
had a girlfriend already.
Yep.
We haven't seen that episode, but I think we got the gist of it.
Yeah, I think so.
He tries a shirt apology to
T-shirts, yeah.
yeah, t-shirt thing to apologize, but it doesn't work. And then when Austin is doing a take for his is doing is recording his song.
A new song that
Yeah.
Allie just wrote for a TV show that they were going to go on in a day or
What
two.
was it? I want to know your name. What was that?
I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know your name. Something like that. Trent comes in and is like, "Hey Allie, can you write me a song?" And then Allie is, the typical like, "I see goodness in everybody."
Give him a second chance.
Reminds me of KD.
Mm.
Uni-Kitty, and the fish from Oogie Loves. KD wrote all those characters.
Yep, let's stick to
Like
the
I said,
script.
he's a millionaire. Anyway, that's a very inside joke. Anyway, Trent steals the CD with the song and releases it himself, but before that Austin and Des are coming out with like Austin merchandise, including like toothpaste, t-shirts, I think hats,
Yep, Lysol wipes.
and cologne,
Cologne.
which is where the cologne part comes in, including one that smells like nacho cheese and dirty socks.
Yep, and then the other one is honey and wet dog.
Yeah, not the most. I guess they're manly smells.
Well, they said that was the smell they were going towards.
I don't know whose man, but anyway, I don't want to smell like honey and wet dog. But anyway, but I'm a cat. Meow. Anyway, so then Trent goes to Des and says like, "Hey, I see that you were able to make like 5 Austins in this music video. How were you able to do that?" And so Des reveals a secret, and Trent releases that video, and so everyone is looking and it's like and all 4 of them are like, they totally ripped off Austin's
Yep.
double take song.
Yep.
And then Des has a pretty funny joke. "I'm starting to think we can't trust that guy."
And then he crumbles and says, "Okay, I was the one that told him."
Mm-hmm. And so, but we forgot to mention, Trent decides to go under a alias like T Fame,
Right.
which I think that's a reference to T-Pain.
I'm not sure.
And they even and when Trish says, "Oh, this guy, he's just a flash in the pants," then on some like Entertainment Tonight like show called Entertain Me Tonight.
Yep.
Did you notice that reference?
Yeah, but I didn't put them together until
Okay.
just now.
You also didn't notice that Dimples Galore was a reference to James Bond, remember?
Yeah, I know.
And the spinning chairs were a reference to The Voice.
Yes, I got that. But they were backwards.
Yeah. But anyway, where was it? Anyway, he, on this ET like show, T-Fame talks about like, "Yeah, me and Austin, we're having a feud."
And Austin is like, "No, we're not."
And I think him being like the kind of ditz is like, "Hey, did you hear? T-Fame and Austin are having a feud." It's like he made it up. And Austin's like, he's stealing my life. And Allie is like, no, he's not. So then he comes in with Dex, with just like a Des clone.
Yep.
Where they tried to do the word up, and they were getting worse, and they got worse and worse
as they went along. Yep.
And then Trisha's response to the Dex and Des was hilarious.
Yeah, she wanted to put a saying on his back.
No, that's Allie later on.
Oh, Allie, sorry.
She was like, "There's two of them."
Can't deal with that. Can't deal with that.
And then Austin decides to tell his fans like he stole my song, which he did. And then this ET like show says Austin Moon or something. It's like, I think we've got a new Crybaby of the week. What?
So they have his head on a baby in a diaper that starts to cry.
That says Crybaby of the week. And then Allie says, "Don't worry, Austin. You'll be able to explain all of this on the Wanda Watson show."
Yep.
Because something we forgot to mention is that Trish was able to book Austin on the Wanda Watson show and wanted them to write a new song, which is how
this all started.
They kind of So then what was it? So then T-Fame said, "Hey, I'm gonna be on the show with you, so we can end our long-standing feud."
And he's like, "What feud? You've only been famous for 2 days."
Yeah, you didn't exist 2 days ago.
So how can that be?
And then let's see what else. So then they try to think of ways to get him back. Allie has a way involving a "kick me" sign
on his back.
And then Des comes out with a way to like put honey or glue or stuff on his suit, so that way when he sits down, when he gets back up, his outfit will rip, and he'll just be in his underwear.
Yeah.
But Allie's still saying like, "Hey, the kick me sign."
And Trish rips it up. So.
That's later on the Wanda Watson show.
Yeah. Well, Des says adults are talking now.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
He's a real adult.
They're like the same age.
I know.
So anyway, they're backstage at the Wanda Watson show, and they say the trap is set because he looked at the suit, but he decided to pick a different suit, and then he ended up stealing one of the colognes that Austin was doing, and it was
the honey and the wet dog.
It was like Sweet Dog or something, but he changed it to
Sweet Fame.
Something. He changed it to Stay Smooth.
Oh yeah. And then there was the beekeeper that was in the back that Des and Dex were so interested in.
Yeah, they were huge fans of
getting their his signature, his autograph, whatever.
And they wanted to know how many bees, and he was like saying whisper, and so they were going back and forth like 11,432, 11,433, 11,434, 11,435, and he was like, "I don't know how many bees." So then,
Des takes the lid off
and starts
counting them as they're flying away.
And because T-Fame was using that cologne which smelled like honey and wet dog, bees were completely covering him, or bees were being attracted to. Yeah, she was.
Wanda's like, "I don't want to alarm you right now, but there's a bee on your lapel. Oh, here's another bee." And he's like, "I'm not afraid of bees." "Well, there's another bee. How about 5,000
No,
bees?
10,000.
10,000 bees.
Mm-hmm. And so, but before that, Austin tried to like out T-Fame by saying like,
"Why don't you ask him what his next song is?"
Yeah, what's your next song? Since you write all your songs. It's like, T-Fame wants to keep that a secret. And there's also a pretty funny joke when Kristen Stewart leaves, because she was also on the show, and Wanda was like, "The hilarious Kristen Stewart." Which I thought was pretty funny, because she's usually like kind of like most of the time, at least in real life. So that was probably a joke on that.
Yep, probably.
So then the bees completely cover T-Fame, which kind of wrecks the studio. And so,
But he takes the number 2 spot in the top 10 of wrecking a studio.
yeah, after Allie wrecked the studio on The Helen Show. We haven't seen that episode because Disney airs these episodes out of order, but we will review that episode. And the finale, because that part of the finale relates to the first episode. And T-Fame accuses Austin of releasing all the bees, and the lady from the ET-like show says, I don't think so. T-Fame? More like T-Blame. Guess we have a new Crybaby of the Week. Wah!
So it had his picture on a baby with a diaper crying.
Mm-hmm. And let's not reveal what happens at the very end.
Okay. Let people look it up and watch it.
So, what did you think of the episode?
It was entertaining. It was moving. The time went by fast. So, it was a good episode.
The show is, I would say, maybe faster paced than maybe, say, Liv and Maddie, or, maybe even more than Jessie. That's just a thought.
Okay.
Who would you say was the MVP?
I kind of liked Austin.
I guess I would pick
But it
Austin.
could have been Ollie. It could have been any of them.
Yeah.
Because I think they
I don't know if it would have been Des.
They all played a role. Well, Des...
Yeah, Des releases the bees, but...
Des also tells them about how to create the video.
Yeah.
He also hangs out with Dex.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty funny because they were looking at each other, like, going around, and it was like... That was pretty funny.
Like they were looking in a mirror.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, I would probably say Austin as well.
But
he had some
been Allie too.
Yeah, he had some of the funnier lines like, "Long-standing feud, you didn't exist 2 days ago." So,
yeah, that's true.
I've already said obviously my favorite lines. Do you have a favorite line?
Not really. It just flowed very well.
Would you tell people to see this episode when it airs?
Yeah, I already told them to seek it out and watch it.
I would as well. Okay, do you think you can watch another episode, or do you want to go to bed?
I'm gonna try for another episode. Maybe Jesse or whoever.
Okay, we'll be back with another episode. Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.